Good morning, my garden and YouTube friends. I realized that I haven't done anything on my outside for a long time to show you what's going on out here. It's Sunday, December 5th, 6th, 5th, and uh, we cut grass. Last Monday we cut grass, and as you can see, it hasn't grown really. I mean, maybe a quarter of an inch, half an inch. Not worth pulling out the mower again. I'm in Windermere, Florida, Zone 9B. And yes, we do get a winter slowdown. So I wanted to bring you out and show you, excuse me, I just wanted to show you what's growing and what's really slowing down. The pot on your left up there is there are two avocados, and then on the right, those are the cranberry hibiscus starts that I planted about a week or so ago, and they seem to be hanging on. Everything seems to be doing well. Again, we've had some cold nights in the 50s, and that's pretty cool for us. And but everything's, it looks healthy, but it's just, I'm not seeing a lot of massive blooms. I think it's interesting, though, that the azaleas, which here bloom predominantly in March and April, into May if you fertilize them well, throughout the year. I mean, here we are mid-December, and I'm still getting some blooms on them. And let me just take you over there to that little spot that I planted where the telephone, the old telephone stuff is. And you can see it's the coleus and what have you has gone to seed. And then here in the very front, that's balsam. And I have salvia in the back that's blooming. And I planted some of the pentas that are still blooming, but I have to say I'm not as pleased with the pentas as I thought I would be. I thought that they would really take off, and the stuff I have here in the front, this is my, I call it my sunrise garden, and some of them bloomed, and some of them kind of bloomed and almost died. They look really straggly and what have you. The ones that I'm hoping for, these little ones that were just volunteers all over my yard, and I planted them, and you can see they still look healthy, and I've gotten a couple blooms off of them. I think what I'm going to do probably is pull out some of these and replace them with something else. But for the moment, it's not a really great time to be planting and expecting a lot of massive blooms. The things that would grow for me would be marigolds. I'm seeing marigolds and also begonias. People are planting everywhere in their yards as landscapers are coming through. And I have had some luck, though, here on the side. The tomato plants. Oops, let me just show you the bougainvillea. We had to cut back the bougainvillea so that Rick could put lights on it. And, oh my goodness, and just look at who is up on my roof. Oh, did you see him? That was little Joey Squirrel. We have a neighborhood squirrel who, there's probably 100 of them, but they're all named Joey in my world. But anyway, back to the tomatoes. As you can see, the tomato blossoms. Let me get in close and I'll try and show you here some. You can see the let me pick one here. But can you see them? They're finally starting to ripen. And yesterday I picked about 20 or 30, and so they're finally starting to produce. And this is the Everglades This is the Everglades tomato. I'm trying to look up on the roof because I really don't want the squirrel jumping on my head. It's really tiny, as you can see. They're wonderful taste, really sweet, even before they've actually finished ripening. They have a really good flavor to them. And I think you can see we've been out. I've been hanging garlands, and Rick has been hanging lights. At night it looks really, really pretty, and I have to come back out and show you his work more than mine. I take care of the inside. By the way, this is the Chinese multicolored spinach. I didn't plant this. This was just where I took some of these heads, rubbed them between my fingers, and they seeded. I did the same thing over here. And this gardenia, I swear, I don't know, I keep adding worm leachate to it, and worm castings, and it's just not, chlorosis is what I think is what it's called, where the leaves turn more of a yellow. And it has been struggling. I mean, it looks healthy as far as the bushiness, as far as the leaf production. It still keeps sending out leaves, but it's like the albino of gardenias. And I didn't want to plant a whole bunch of stuff. I was holding back because not only am I having problems with the armadillo, but I knew that Rick was going to be going through here. And of course he needs a big ladder. He uses a 12-foot ladder to brace up against the house to put the lights up. So that, and he adds lights to all the shrubs. So those big size 12 feet of his going through with a ladder just pretty much knock everything down, and I can't yell at him because, you know, after all, he is putting up the lights. And Gwendolyn has her something that'll hang on to her and looking cute. And that basically is about it. I wanted to show you that we're still pumping along, and as you can see, the leaves are still falling. But look at how much more you can see through that tree. Now when the birds come, we can see them so well. So that's always a plus. I think the elm Drake elm trees are just magnificent because they shed their skin. In other words, the bark comes off, you know, for those of you who don't know what that means. And you can see just a little bit of it still in there, but for the most part it has this look. This is normal, and I think that's really cool. So anyway, it's a quiet Sunday. Time to go in and make some breakfast, and a little glass of champagne and orange juice, a mimosa to start our day. And it's not even 8 o'clock yet, so it'll be a couple more cups of coffee before any of that happens. I hope you all have a great day, and you'll come back and see me again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.